I always found it amusing when my two children would give something and get into a fight, or they've broken something. Something happened anyhow, and you'd say to the two of them, "Who did this?" And right away, it's "Not me." And I thought I had a third child there for a while. Today we have a lot of people that run around saying, "Not me, it's not my responsibility. No, I didn't do that." You see it in young people that can't take responsibility for their actions. You see it in our politicians and political leaders, that they get caught in various situations. Their first thing is, "Oh, not me, that's not the situation at all." And then as the reporters drill in on it, you find out it was the situation. It would seem that what all of these people lack, and what we would definitely expect to see in children, would lack the gift of wisdom. And today, we hear from James throughout his letters. His injunction is to, how do you obtain wisdom? But you see, he's not talking about earthly wisdom. In today's second reading, he clearly tells us that there are two types. There is earthly wisdom, and there is God's wisdom. He explains to us in the readings that we Christians are caught up in the world today in seeking worldly wisdom. And we never seem to be able to grow beyond that to what God calls us to. As part of his general message today, in James, he says to us, "Who is wise and understanding among you? Show by your good life that your works are done with gentleness, born of wisdom." St. James is maintaining here that there is a wisdom that is not true wisdom. Such wisdom does not come down from above, but is earthly, he goes on to tell us. It's unspiritual, and it's devilish. Earthly wisdom is driven by envy and self-ambition. This is what we see going on in the world today. We see people that are out for themselves. People that do what they need to do to get ahead, whether it's in obtaining money, power. You see people that are so lost and away from God and what is important in their lives that they seek drugs, sex. They're out there doing all sorts of things earthly wisdom would tell them to do. But James reminds us that it's not supposed to be that way with us. He says to us, beginning in the 16th verse of that reading today, "Wisdom from above is first pure, then peaceable, gentle, willing to yield, full of mercy and good fruits, without a trace of partiality or hypocrisy. And a harvest of righteousness is sown in peace for those who make peace." Divine wisdom, therefore, is first of all pure. St. Matthew tells us that blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. The truly wise are single-minded in their service of God, free from all ulterior motives and of self-servingness. What he's saying to us here is that in our relationships, we should be placing God first. God, spouse, family, job, then the church. So there's a clear order that we're supposed to be living our lives. And for those of us that put God first, that's the pureness that he's looking for. That's what he wants us to attain, and we will also be blessed with that vision of God at the end of time.